Welcome back to City Foodie Farm. Today we are going to be making some comforting baked potato soup. This soup is made with no cream. As the potatoes cook down, it gives it a creamy consistency. And you can top the soup with anything you'd like. I think it's safe to say this is a healthier version of a baked potato soup. And it's perfect for the new year. And I will go over all of the ingredients for this soup. But first, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video or recipe, please give us a thumbs up. Now let's get back to making this delicious baked potato soup. And if you remember in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to make your own homemade chicken stock using a leftover rotisserie chicken. So for this soup, that is what we are going to use, that homemade chicken stock. So after it's completely cooked, you've removed everything, you can then strain this flavorful liquid through a strainer. I love using a chinois strainer. I would recommend getting one of those. It picks up all of the little particles, so your stock is really clear. So, now that your stock is ready, we can start getting our other ingredients prepped. You will need some celery, carrots, and onions. You'll want to dice them. You'll need garlic, about three to 4 cloves of garlic minced, and about 3 pounds of potatoes. Next, you'll need about 5 pieces of bacon. We're using the good stuff, the thick bacon. Now, you'll want to start by cooking it in a pan, and you'll want to cook it on medium heat, flipping it as needed, making sure the bacon does not burn. And we will be using the bacon fat to cook our vegetables in. That will give this soup a great flavor. Even though we don't have bacon in the soup, we will be adding it to the top. So, after your bacon is completely cooked, you can put it on a plate and try not to eat it. I had 5 pieces of bacon, and somehow one was missing. It was not me. It was somebody else. But we will be taking a spoon and we'll be removing some of this bacon fat. We do not want all this fat in our soup. And whatever's in this cup, you can save it. Just put it in the freezer for another time that you need it. I think it really depends on the type of bacon that you use. The bacon that we used was thicker bacon, so it may have produced a lot. But add in your onions, and you'll want to go ahead and season them with some salt and pepper. And continue to saute your onions on medium heat. And you can then add in the rest of your vegetables. Start with your garlic and then add in your carrots and celery. And make sure to season them with some salt. If you're using homemade stock, you will need to season it. Salt is so important. Now, with this bacon, you might not need as much. And when your vegetables are done cooking, you can start to add in your chicken stock. If you've made your own, you'll want to use your strainer, your chinois strainer, and start pouring in the chicken stock. And by using this strainer, it will collect any particles that should not be in your soup. That's why I love this thing. So you want to add it in. I added mine halfway. I think it should be around 6 to 8 cups of liquid. Look at this delicious soup coming together. Made from scratch. You have your homemade chicken stock with your sauteed vegetables. It's going to be so delicious. So now that you have your sauteed vegetables, your chicken stock, now you want to add in your potatoes. And you'll want to let this cook down. You will notice that your potatoes will break down. And that's what you want. That will give it the right creamy consistency. And then we will be blending it. Once you add your potatoes, they should be cooking for about 20 minutes. And as they cook, make sure to season with some more salt and pepper if needed. You can always taste this delicious soup. But before blending it, you want to make sure that your potatoes are done. Make sure they are soft before blending. Yep, they are ready. So grab your stick blender, and we won't be blending all of this, but we will be blending most of these potatoes. You want this soup to have some chunks of potatoes. I guess just blend it how you like it. Now, can you see the creamy consistency? I was blown away. I had every intent to add some cream to this, but the more I realized you don't need it. I've made baked potato soup with cheese and sour cream and cream cheese. I actually have a recipe on cityfoodiefarm.com if you want a version like that. But I was blown away at how delicious this was without all of the added stuff. So I hope you guys can give this a try. And once you blend your potatoes, you will want to let it cook. I gave it about 45 minutes, but you can go ahead and taste it. And I feel like if you let it cook a little bit longer, it tastes better. And just make sure you check it for its seasoning. And while you wait for it to cook, you can get your toppings ready. You can break up that bacon that was waiting on the plate if you have any left, and shred some cheddar cheese and dice some green onions. At this point, your soup is ready. It looks so delicious. There's still some little chunks of potato. It's creamy and it's gonna taste amazing. So when you're ready, grab a bowl and dish up some of this delicious baked potato soup. And this is the fun part. You can decorate your baked potato soup with anything you'd like. Some cheddar cheese, some green onions, and some bacon. I can't wait for you guys to taste this. And that's how you make some comforting baked potato soup with no cream. I hope you guys love this recipe, and if you make it, let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy cooking.